All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good.
All right. Happy Friday.
Woo. Thank you. Happy Friday.
Morning.
Yeah, we get ready to roll here. All right, guys. Well, welcome to our EXP Dream Team Friday Mastermind, guys. Thank you all for being on this morning. It's Friday, payday, the end of the week. Man, this week's going by so fast. Summer's flying by. Yeah,
I feel like summer is gone.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's the year is flying by. So, guys, if you got any team members, anybody, any agents, business partners, send them a quick text. Tell them to jump on this FridayMastermind.com. We're going to have an amazing call, Zoom this morning, talking about getting more referrals and repeat business. How do we get more referrals and repeat business? You know, I'll be sharing some things that I do, the way I operate my business to get a ton of referrals and repeat business, guys. I love repeat business. I love referrals. Anybody love referrals, repeat business?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is the best. So I'm going to be talking about that this morning. Pam, can I make you a co-host? Are you able to let people in?
Yes, I can let people in.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Guys, let's go around the room. We always start out with an attitude of gratitude, our Friday morning call, just anything that you're grateful for. Maybe you had an awesome, amazing week. Anything good happened that you're grateful for on this morning that you'd like to share real quick, just a quick gratitude, what I'm grateful for on this morning. Anybody?
You know, I just want to say I'm thankful for family. You know, God is always good and taking care of us and waking us up in the morning and protecting us throughout the day. And sometimes we know we need just a little extra something in the physical. And I'm thankful and grateful for family that reaches out just to say, hi, I'm thinking about you. I love you. Do you need anything that I can help you with? You know, and not just that they reach out to me. I want to always embrace being that one that reaches out and connects them, and not just my blood family, my Christian family, but also my EXP family. You know, when you guys don't see or hear from somebody, you know, for a while, send them a little note, encourage them. You know, you never know, that might be the one voice that they need to hear that day.
That's good, Pam.
So thankful and grateful for y'all.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Pam. Yeah, I think we all need to do a little bit better in that area, reaching out to family, friends, loved ones, our fellow agents. So that was definitely spot on. All right. Good morning, everybody. We're just talking about going around the room. Anything you're grateful for in this morning? Gratitude. Raquel says she's grateful to be able to homeschool. All right. Homeschool and be able to run my business from home. Homeschool our son. Awesome. Yep, that's a blessing.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Dream Team.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, like Pam said, yeah, just grateful for family, grateful for being a part of this Dream Team. It's good that, you know, people continue to celebrate each other. I mean, I don't know if you're in the workforce and whenever you do things on your job that people celebrate your success. Some people are envious of your success, and you know, you got to wait for that special day to get that award to be recognized. But here we get recognized daily for different things that we do, and it doesn't always have to be so grand that it's closing or whatever. You may just got a new client, or you may you know, have a closing, or you may just got a new relationship with somebody that's thinking about buying or selling or whatever. But we celebrate even the little wins and the big wins over here. So I'm grateful to, you know, to have that, because, you know, it's good to have encouragement at this time. Even when you hear so much negative stuff going on, it's good to hear encouraging words throughout the day to see that all is not going bad. Because, you know, you may be having, you know, a day that's not going the way you want it, but then you can read somebody else's post and be encouraged by that. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for being healthy. I know we're still going through pandemic and things like that. But to be able to still go out and network and meet with people and not really be, so fearful as we were a couple years ago, that this is going to be how we're going to operate for a long time. So we're able to kind of, have some sense of normalcy, still being cautious, but
Right.
just being able to be grateful and be out and to be able to network and things like that. So I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Awesome, Tim.
Awesome. Good morning, Dream Team.
Morning,
I'm grateful for everything that I've been hearing, and I'm just grateful for life. I'm grateful to be alive and well. I'm grateful for favor and goodness. I'm grateful for the abundance and the blessings of God over my life and family. I'm definitely grateful for that. And I'm very grateful for, the encouragement that you get, being amongst people, like this and this dream team, that everybody is, accountable and helpful to one another to help each other's, not just their businesses, but, find out other people's mental state, how their life is going, what you can help them with, So I'm grateful to be in a position to be able to do that, to be able to be a blessing and also to be able to be blessed. So, yeah.
Awesome.
That's it.
Awesome, Jimmy. Good. Anybody else? What are you grateful for? Anything on this morning?
I just want to add something real quick. I'm grateful for, being able to be of assistance to other folks. I'm not going to go into detail on that, but a lot of times, you don't stop to think about, that you might be in your particular situation, but you can actually help somebody else, in need. And if you're able to do it and you have the mind to do it, that you can, step out and do that. And another thing I'm grateful for is this group. This past summer, I've been my other job. From those of you that know, I do work full time for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and I was called to testify at a employment hearing, and it was a somewhat of a little bit of a deal. Not a huge deal, but big enough that there were some big eyes watching it, and I did. It was all on Zoom, so I had to devote a lot of my attention to that. So and you don't, especially when you're going to go testify, in a hearing and you're representing the state, you want to make sure that you cross your I's and dot your T's and all that. So, that took me away from focusing on real estate, and and then when it came time to focus back, jumping back on these meetings, it was just like I never skipped a beat. You just kind of fall right back in. And I was thinking, what if I didn't have that to get started back up, it would be that much more difficult. But but now that that's over with, it's I can just jump right back in like I didn't miss anything.
That's right. Good, Jason. Awesome, brother.
Good morning, Rod. This is James Johnson. I just want to say thank you so much for the invite this morning, and I really appreciate knowing each and every one of your Dream Team members. So grateful to be a part of your organization, and just want to say thank you so much to everyone.
Oh, absolutely, James. Good. I didn't realize that was you, man. Glad. Good.
Absolutely.
Glad to have you on. James, one of our awesome, amazing lenders here in the DC area, guys. So hey, James, drop your information in the chat.
Will do.
Yeah. James is a great guy. Just a couple of us on the team work with James, just a comfort level we have with it. And when he, calls our clients, he's available anytime, just he makes stuff available, and, someone that you feel comfortable putting your clients in his hands. So, all right. Thank you. Anybody else, guys?
Good morning, this is Linda. I just want to thank God for the grace and mercy this morning. Thank God for the little things, just reminiscent of things he's done and brought me through, and just thank him for everything, and thank him for being so good, so kind, his compassion toward us this morning. Thank him for the Dream Team family, and just praise him this morning.
All right. Linda got a fire.
Yes.
Good, guys. Anybody else? One or two more, then we're gonna move on. I see Mr. Donnell Johns with us this morning. Welcome. Good morning, sir. Veterans Grow America. I don't know if he anything exciting. I think something always exciting happening with Veterans Grow America. Mr. Johns, you have anything, sir? Good morning.
I'm just blessed and excited to be here, man. Y'all keep me motivated. I know I need to get to the next level like y'all, but I'm still working in the background, and Tim Neal is keeping me motivated. In fact, he was with us last night at our event, so I appreciate everyone from the Dream Team that has come out and supported what we're doing here. So I appreciate that.
Awesome, sir. Okay, good. Man, I definitely got to get out there myself. So good.
I'm thankful to see another day. Thankful to be in my right mind. Thankful to have random conversations with agents outside of EXP to let me know that my GCI goals is too small. But yeah, this thankful to see another day. But yeah, I was trying to attract an agent, and she told me her GCI was over 900K last year, and
Yeah.
there was no way. So yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
Nice.
I gotta raise my goals.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, I was on mute. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yesterday I did attend Donnell John's event, Veterans Growing America. It was an amazing event. You guys got to come out because it's veterans and those that support veterans, and was able to network and meet with a lot of folks that really support the veteran community, but also support us as realtors. They had a group there that actually helps folks that are in need, with maybe their mortgage or their rent, and help them, to get through those tough times with finances and grants and things like that. So great resources for us as realtors. We help them buy the house, we help them, sell the house. But what do we do in the meantime if they have a situation in their life? Because we want to continue. We want to not just be their realtor for the transaction. We want to be their realtor for life. So definitely plug into the resources that they have with the Veterans Grow America group. Donnell John's doing a phenomenal job over there.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Good.
Great morning. This is Jesse Stevenson. I am certainly grateful to be here this morning. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful to be amongst the living and not the dying, or I should say, still amongst the dying, on the way to the land of the living, but not yet. I am grateful that I survived a whole lot of things to make it to this point. I think one of the things that I'm most grateful for this morning is that I finished what I started. I attempted over the last 20 years to get my real estate salesperson's license, at which on the third go, the third time was a charm. And so while functioning and operating under what I refer to as a finisher's anointing, I know that this is not just the end, but certainly the beginning of something new and a new chapter. Man, and I'm diving in head first, even if it looks like it's shallow water to me.
All right.
But I'm just certainly grateful for the opportunity to be amongst very wise men. I am who I am, and I know that the Bible says that there is safety in the multitude of counselors. And so with all of you wise brothers and sisters that's on here, man, I'm so looking to just glean and to gain information and insights, and to be a dry sponge ready to be soiled and soaked with knowledge and wisdom and tools that's going to help me to be beyond successful of my own imagination on this journey. So thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Oh man, we're so excited to have you on board, sir. So get ready for an amazing journey. Congratulations too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
Yes,
congratulations. Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Congratulations.
That's
congratulations.
great.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations.
And I like to echo what the brother said. If you said third time is a charm, because I know we all, a lot of us on the call have already, of course, we're realtors now, we passed the test, but I'm just grateful that, we've all passed that test, and that, those that are still going towards it are still, haven't given up, because the thing is, that test is not easy. I know some of us passed it on the first try, some of it did it on the 10th try, but to be grateful to be able to have an opportunity to be a realtor, because probably years ago, I mean, and I'm not saying too far ago, it wasn't a lot of folks that were, of color that were realtors. Okay. So we can take it for granted that, today everybody can go out and, apply and get your real estate license. But one time it wasn't so. And to be able to have the opportunity to do that, the equal opportunity to take your realtor test, because you're in there by yourself, nobody else is helping you. And it's really an equal opportunity that you can get out there and get your license, and to be able to really go out and impact your community that you're in a big way. And so I just thankful for that. We take it for granted because now we got it, but hey,
that's
we
right.
got to encourage other people, get your license. And if you didn't get the first time, try again, keep trying, because I tell you, real estate will change your life.
That's right. That's right. I like what Joy said. She pays somebody's salary taking that test over and over.
You got that right.
One of the things, man, that I'll add to it if I can, just for a second. The first attempt for me was back in 2002. Man, I was going through divorce and was really in a bad space. I was trying to do something to fill a void. Real estate has always been a great passion of mine. At 14, I would run while everybody else was chasing girls at school. I got my first car at 14, and would run over into the elite neighborhoods down in Orlando, Florida, Windermere, and Metro West, Islesworth, where Shaq and Tiger Woods have homes. And I would go and walk through the parade of homes. Many of those homes over the last 30 years, I watched be built. I walked through them before anybody had ever owned. And so it was just a rough place of transition, but I've always had a desire and passion for real estate, looking at homes, desiring to make sure that our people and all people had an opportunity to experience the American dream of home ownership, and then also to be able to have the potential to acquire the opportunity to leave legacy to their families even after they are gone. Again, it was in 2014, a place of transition where I had moved to New York and had lost one of the biggest contracts of my life. Still don't really know why it happened, and then attempted again. And the timing just wasn't well. And then I decided this particular time around, after, believe it or not, y'all, after an opportunity of stumbling upon a Groupon for a real estate class in New Jersey that I ended up only paying like $90 for. And I was determined that I was going to finish this time what I started, and the timing felt right. And man, I promise you, God really has just navigated this whole thing. And so having people like Joy Boykin and Fenice Boykin in my corner, constantly rallying and pushing, to finish and to do it, it's been a joy. And then to be invited into this space, man, listen, I'm telling you, I'm about to get ready and start this next journey. And I promise you, I don't see a finish line of completion, so to speak, to quit in the future. I'm really excited about this journey. So thank you guys for the push and the encouragement. Thank you.
Absolutely. Awesome. Good.
Oh God.
All right, guys, we're going to transition over. We're going to go shift gears here and get into our discussion on this morning. And that's a good segue with, Tim and Dr. Jesse was mentioning about, getting the license and the profession that we're in. Now, I want to talk about, this morning, getting more referrals, getting business. Like, once you have the license, now that we're in this amazing industry called real estate and being a realtor and being able to serve and build legacies and build wealth for, families and, and community, let's talk about how to get business, how to keep business, how to get more referrals, how to get that, that repeat business. Those clients keep coming back to you year after year. On yesterday, I had a settlement yesterday with a young lady. This is our 5th transaction together. She bought her first home with me when she was 23 years old. And that was about, maybe 12, 13 years ago or so, maybe even a little bit longer than that, when I was first kind of getting into the business. It could have been closer to 15 years. I was kind of fairly new in the business, but she bought her 3rd house with me, and we sold 2 of those. So that was the 5th transaction. So what has kept her? Now she's moved up executive level. She's also, I think, a semi-pro or either maybe college women's basketball coach, making big money now, drives a beautiful Audi 8, Q8. And it's just, I'm so proud of her. But what has kept her coming back to me over all those years and, bought a beautiful house in Fairfax yesterday. And so I want to talk about some of those things and, in the referral bit. How many of y'all like referrals and repeat business?
I love it.
Like Christmas and Jesus.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. That's some of the best business. I was looking at some of my numbers. It's in the past 30 days, everything's been repeat business, guys. About a little bit under 4 million in sales in 30 days from just repeat business. And if you do the math on that,
That's amazing.
math.
That is awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Just
amazing.
referrals and repeat business. And how, just the life cycle, just like this young lady who started out, maybe bought her first condo, $200,000, but now she's over $500,000 now in purchasing. And now some of our repeat businesses, peak clients are now in the $1 million range. And how I've also grown as well in the business to now a lot of those clients are $500,000 to $1 million plus now, where I started out, in the 200 range and the lower ranges, but now as well growing with the business as well. So we're going to talk about that. So guys, getting more referrals and repeat business. So, and this is kind of the inside stuff, the not necessarily the numbers, the pounding, the payment type stuff, but we want to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen here. We want to talk about things that this is why I get the business.
Oh my God. Yes.
Character. Let's talk about character first. Y'all ready to talk about character?
We're ready to talk about character.
Exemplary character, guy. What's your character in the marketplace? How are you carrying yourself out there? Are you a person of your word? Do you keep your word? Y'all keeping y'all word out there? Talk back to me.
Yes. You know what, Rod?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Can I share something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just have to, and it's bubbling up inside of me because I had something amazing happen to me this week in reference to what we're talking about. When I first got my license, 2016, I got my first professional business card. The following year, I was just excited, giving this business card out to everybody. One day I was in the nail salon and I had a goal to give out 20 business cards that day. And I told it to this young lady who was sitting beside me. And she was like, oh, I'm going to take my real estate test. My husband's Marine. We're getting ready to PCS to North Carolina. And I'm so excited. I just love you doing this. We kept in contact for a little while, but then she was gone. I was here. Have not heard from her. Tuesday, she sent me a text and I was blown away. She says, texting me, hey, Pam, this is Elaine. We met in the nail salon. Do you remember me? And she went on to say in her text that we had such a great conversation, that she loved everything that I was saying. We finally quit texting and got on the phone. And she said, I need to send you a picture of something. She sent me a picture of that very first business card that I gave her.
Wow.
My husband and I was sitting there listening, and it was just phenomenal. And guess what she said? She said, when I thought about agents in Virginia, she said, I wanted to see if you were still practicing because I want to send you a referral. Drop the
Wow.
daggone mic. And from
Wow.
from 2017. That is how powerful
Yeah.
you can be when you are open, you're sincere, and you meet people and you
Yeah.
talk to them from a place in your heart. I was blown away. I'm
Oh,
gonna show
that's
her
amazing.
client properties on Saturday.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know. I
impression,
might be telling that story for a long time.
you should. You should. That's a good story. The impression that she left on them, guys. That's
Yes.
what we're talking about. The impression that you're leaving on people. Are you rubbing
Mhm.
people the wrong way? Are you nasty? Are you short? Are you arrogant? Are you walking in pride? You know, are you
Yep.
just, yeah, it's guys, your character, exemplary character out in the
Mhm.
marketplace, on social media. They're watching you.
Yes.
They're watching on social media. You don't want to be one person, you know, on, like we say, on Sunday morning, and then the rest of the week you raising, you know, all kinds.
They reading them responses.
Yeah. Exemplary character, guys. Hard worker. Are you lazy? You know, and this is kind of a self-evaluation day. Are you lazy when you're dealing with clients? Are you lazy? You're not following up on stuff. You're under contract and you're missing all kind of stuff is falling through the cracks. Because you got to put systems in place. You got to get some help, support, transaction coordinator, virtual assistant, or somebody, or some type of system where you get more organized. What's the impression that you're leaving on them at the closing? Was it just a nasty drag? You know, y'all finally made it. Everybody's tired. They really don't want you to show up to the closing because you really dropped the ball on a whole lot of stuff. So you got to have that exemplary character, guys. Just not, when I say character, not just being happy, excited, upbeat, but you're really doing the work. You're doing things in excellence. Does that make sense, y'all?
Mhm.
You're not stretching the truth. You're living up to you're fessing up to your mistakes. So you drop the ball on something, you fess up to it. We don't hide it. We don't just talk around it. We don't just lie and just say something, you know, just trying to work the situation, but we fess up. Yeah, I missed that. But this is what I do to get in place, or this is how I'm going to correct the problem. We don't just stretch the truth. We don't just, you know, do unscrupulous type of business. You know, we want to live up, fess up to it. Y'all all
That's
right?
it.
Everybody, your camera's off. I can't get
Hey,
Go
Rob.
ahead, Tim.
That's good, Rob.
This happened yesterday. So I have a client. Well, actually, he was a buyer. Probably about 4 months ago, purchased that beautiful home, more than $500,000 home up in Maryland. And I told him, I say, you know, I've been staying in contact with him, making sure everything was good. Bought a home warranty for their home and stuff when we close, and you know, parting gifts and everything. And just been staying in contact with him. I said, hey man, whenever you had that first barbecue, man, invite me over. So he called me a couple of weeks ago, said, man, my daughter's having her 14th birthday. I want you and the wife to come on over. I was like, all right, cool. So went over about 2 weeks ago, and man, they had a beautiful, you know, house was decorated beautiful, had some great food, met their daughter, bought her a gift for her 14th birthday, bought her something nice, bought them a nice housewarming gift as well, and very excited. And you know, we just having just little conversations and stuff. He said, you know what, Tim, the home warranty that I got, they didn't come fix my washing machine. I was like, really? I said, normally they do pretty good. He said, yeah, they was taking too long to get the parts, so I decided to cancel. I was like, oh wow. I said, so what'd you do then? He says, well, they're gonna send me a refund check. They hadn't sent it to me yet. I said, okay, yeah, okay, no problem. I said, well, I see that. I said, because that's normally not how they operate. They normally do good jobs because I usually use the same home warranty company. So I'll try to find out what's going on or whatever. So, you know, we was talking, you know, had a good time and everything. So anyway, I you know, had a good day. So yesterday morning, he had texted me and said, hey, Tim, did you call about that home warranty? And I was like, oh. I was thinking, I started thinking about what was that conversation that we had. I remember we talked about it.
Yeah.
He said he'll cancel it because he wasn't happy with it, but he's gonna get another one. He's gonna get another home warranty company, blah, blah. I said, okay, no problem, because like I said, I paid for it. And so I said, I'm about to text him. I said, let me call him. I said, you know what? I called him back. I said, you know what? I forgot. I said, I apologize. I did not call a home warranty company to find out about the check. And he's like, because I wasn't sure exactly where he wanted to go with it. I said, I didn't call him. I didn't talk to him. He says, well, I was wanting to cancel because my AC just went out. And I was like, ooh. He said, but they ain't sent my check back. I said, okay. I said, well, let me call the home warranty company and find out if you're still active or whatever, since they hadn't sent your check. So I said, you want to use the service? He said, absolutely. I said, okay, cool. I call home warranty. Home warranty says, hey, yeah, we canceled them. We canceled them back when they wanted to. And actually, we just put the check in the mail this morning. I was like, oh, God. So I said, okay, no problem. So I called my client back and let him know, hey, they did cancel the warranty. And, you know, you can get it back, but you're going to have to wait a while. And now it's a pre-existing condition, yada, yada. And so he's like, okay, Tim, I appreciate it, you know. And I said, well, I could recommend somebody else to you. He says, I think I got somebody cool. But I said all I had to say was that even though he had asked me and we had a good conversation at his house and everything was going good, just in the conversation and talking, I forgot to follow up. But I let him know, hey, dude, I forgot. I didn't call. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you know, he was okay with it that, okay, well, okay, yeah, I did cancel them, you know, sorry about that. He didn't get another home warranty in place, but just being honest with him, he appreciated that. And, you know, say he gonna go ahead and handle it or do what he needs to do. But the thing is, I could easily say, yeah, oh, I talked to him, yeah, this, that, and the other. But then when I called the home warranty place, we wouldn't have had that same conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I always try to err on the side of, with my clients, just be honest and upfront, because I've lost a deal because I didn't order the home inspection. I mean, HOA documents for a client in time, and somebody used that to get out the contract. And I fessed up and told the guy I lost the listing. But guess what? Later on, you know, because I was upfront and honest, he was mad for a while. But later on, he came back and gave me some referrals because he said, you know, he realized, yeah, he was emotional, but I was honest with him, and it lost me like, you know, a significant, you know, amount of money on that deal. But you know, that's what we do. We try to be upfront and honest.
That's right. That's right. You got to be upfront and honest, guys. And, you know, sometimes you wonder, like, what's blocking your business? It's because you haven't been operating in truth. You've been holding stuff. Now you got all this stuff pent up in your mind and your spirit, and you're wondering why things are not working out, why the favor is not flowing to you, blessings not flowing to you, because you got a lot of built up stuff, unreleased stuff, you know? So you got to, you know, little things like that. It's those little foxes, those little things that can block your business. So honesty, guys, just like Tim said, you want to be truthful. You just want to be released from that thing. You know, the truth will make you free. But you're in bondage if you got all this stuff and it's blocking your business from flowing to you, guys. So operating in integrity, exemplary character out there in the marketplace, just doing the right thing by your people in your business. Next one, guys, attitude. Positive and upbeat. Positive, upbeat. Your dream team, I know we've been talking about this week, but how's the market? The market is amazing. Positive and upbeat when I'm going in there to a listing appointment, talking about how I can get their home sold for them. I'm going to get this house sold. We're going to do it. We're going to get this house sold. You know, positive and upbeat, you know, it's contagious. That, you know, they feel your energy. They feel your excitement, your passion for the business and passion for what you do and your passion to get the job done for them. We're going to find your house. We're going to find you one. We're going to get you under contract. They need to feel that positive, upbeat spirit. Does that make sense, y'all?
That's right. That's right.
Upbeat. When you're out there in the marketplace, when you're dealing with people, when you're talking to people, when you're talking to other agents, you want to keep it on the high level, guys. Some agents out there are negative. They will bring you down, but you want to be the light. You want to bring them up. You can't get dragged down with them. You can't get dragged into an argument, guys. Stay away. I know that used to be me in my early days, you know, going toe to toe with agents. You know, now you got all that negativity. You're mad and you're upset, guys. That's blocking the business. That's blocking the flow. You want to stay upbeat.
I mean, hey, Rod, can I say something about that?
Yes, ma'am.
I've been working this deal with this agent. I want to hurt her feelings. He has been the worst, like just short, curt. Something go wrong, want to blame, but I've been trying to keep it upbeat. But when I get off the phone, it's like, oh, you know. So Friday, I was telling another Friday, she came. We were talking. I said, we're almost at the finish line. We just need to do blah, 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 blah. We scheduled to close next Friday. And she goes, you know what? Your parents did good when they named you Joy. Because, you know, no matter what, no matter how the situation is, you stay upbeat. And I was like, Bird, what?
Wow.
And she was like finger pointing. And I would just say, I apologize you feel that way, but what you said was, or, I'm sorry that it's not going that way, but the contract says, but I kept it professional the whole time. But every time I had to call her, the hairs on the back of my neck was staying, but she came,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, cool. Well, we should get together. And she was like, yeah, we should. And I'm like, what?
That's right.
And
Wow.
it was just a trip because every time I got ready to talk to her, I would just get this feeling like I don't even feel like it. But because most of the time I like, what you got? What you want to do? But then I was like, no. I'm a
Yeah.
parrot. It's a little different, but you get
That's
there.
awesome. Yeah. And guys, you sometimes you have to be firm out there with agents. You have to let them know, no, this is where we stand, this is where we are. But still, you know when you've gone too far, when you've gotten in the flesh. A lot of times it's gonna be a test for you. You got to pass your test. Somebody say pass your test. You got to pass your test. Again, we talking about right. Character. You got to pass your test. When you've gotten, you really wanted to give it to them. You really wanted to you got to pass your test out there, guys. And that's just in life and everything. Pass your test. Maybe it's a test for you. It was specifically designed just for you. That's the thing that you need to get delivered from right there. Right there.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Yeah, you don't have to yell. I like how you put that, Joy. Hey, that's what's in the contract. I try to stick to what's in the contract. I was a lot like Rod when I first started. You have the high highs and the low lows, and you got to make sure that you're not yelling at these agents, because what I notice now, 7 years in almost, is that a lot of these agents, we got text message history from 3 years ago, from 4 years ago. And if you're trying to put in an offer on an agent's house that you done cussed out 3 years ago, chances are your client is screwed and doesn't even know it, right? So, keeping your composure, maintaining and sticking to the contract. That, I love how Joy said that. She said, "I'm sorry you feel like that, but this is what the contract says."
What the contract say?
That's right.
I know that's right. A good
Mhm.
name. You want to have a good name in the marketplace. A good name. The word of God talks about a good name, guys. You want to have a good name out there.
And coming in on the back of that, I have a lot of experience dealing with unions, and I'm not sure what a lot of I'm not sure what the unions are like in Virginia or down in South, but you probably see that in TV and movies in the past, the unions in Pennsylvania are kind of like the Sopranos, and they they're hardcore. They'll curse you out and just up one side and down the other. And as an HR director, I had my share of meetings with the union, and I'd always go in and I would have a briefing with my staff and say, we're going to go in and just, this is what we're going to say. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to talk, and no one's going to say anything but me, to make sure there's only one voice. But always went in, never argued, never yelled. I sat in a meeting where they cursed me up and down one side and down the other, and what Joy was saying about about the contract. And one thing I always said to him was, the contract works both ways.
Yeah.
You can yell about the contract, but we're abiding by it too. But if you go in and smile and never say anything, then they start to think, oh, he must know something. You never give your hand away. I had one union cursed me up and down. I just said, okay, is that that's your opinion? Okay, thank you. And got up and left. And it wasn't, before the end of the day, they were coming back, apologizing and wanting to make a deal. And because they were afraid of what I was going to do, because I didn't say anything. But what I was going to do, I was really probably going to do nothing, because at the end of the day, they have to abide by the contract. So, don't sink down to their level and start arguing, because then you give them an in to get something that you're not willing to give up.
That's right.
Let them shadow box, and you just going about your business.
Yeah.
Co-sign. I'm a co-sign. My dad said, don't let nobody control your emotions. They
Mhm.
made me mad. They made me, nah, I'm in control of my emotions. You got to have your spirit of control, self-control.
Yeah.
And I don't know, people know my personality. That's real hard some days. But I wanted to come back around to what Rod was saying. Rod was saying, people knowing you in this business.
Yeah.
I have gotten deals because people know me. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take I got all these other contracts, but hey, I've worked with you before. That they're gonna come back to you because they worked with
right.
you and you worked out a deal. And
That's
then on the other end, I had a deal where my client wanted to get out of the contract because she came around that property at night, and the agent didn't know me, but her broker knew me. And so she came back didn't want to let it go, but she came back the next day and was like, "Oh, my broker speaks really highly of you. I'm gonna send that release to you."
Mhm.
Like, okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Keep it upbeat, even when it's a bad situation, as much as you can.
Mhm.
Now I scream and have a whole fit behind the scenes, but and
Yeah.
Fanifa tell you, but in real life, just try to always keep that control. You are in control of your emotions at the end of the day.
Yeah. And,
Mm.
and one thing that I've learned is that um, when you're dealing with other agents, the thing is it's a transaction, and the transaction is two ways. You got your buyer, the seller, you on one side of the transaction. And if you just talking to the agent, and instead of it being us against them or combative, a lot of times you say, let's work together. Kind of establish at the front. Hey, I look forward to working with you. And even when you hit a hiccup, whatever home inspection contingency, appraisal, whatever the case, maybe you blew a date. Hopefully you don't, contingency date or whatever. But let's see if we can work together. Let's work together. Can we work this out? Because sometimes it's the way you frame it to your client and to whatever that you can probably work out a solution
Right.
without, because once you start amping it up, oh, they missed the contingency date, da da da. We should ask them for this, that, and you start putting stuff in your buyers and sellers' head, they're gonna run with it, and then you're gonna be trying to fix it later on when they say they're backing out of the deal. So a lot of times, and I like it when agents say, "Hey Tim, let's try to work this out. What can we do? Is there
Yeah.
anything we can do to salvage this deal? What can we do? Not, no, your client did this. I don't know, y'all got to figure it out. My client's gonna walk or whatever. No, let's try to work this thing out. And I think a lot of times, if you do that, you get better results. And it don't work all the time, but that's always where I always come from first. What can we do to work this out? How can we
Right.
keep this together? How can we not just make people lose their EMD just because they was in the wrong? Okay, I understand. My client, yada yada. What can we work on? How can we fix this?
Right. Right. Good, guys. All right, guys. So really talking about just going pro. You gotta go pro. You gotta grow. It's about maturity, going to, maturing your spirit. Some of us are wild, back in the day, I'm gonna say back in the day, we were wild bucks. We were wild, we would just say anything would come out of our mouths. But now we got to go to the next level. We got to have what we call that executive presence. Executive presence. We're professionals out in the business. That's how, you start going to that next level in your business. That's how your price points go up. Now you're in the luxury market. Some of y'all want to be in the luxury market. You got to have an executive presence. You can't fly off the handle. You got to stay even keel. You got to know your craft, know the business, know those contracts. Like Aubrey always says, you got to know your stuff. When you know the contract, you just take it back to the contract. Like Joy said, no, the contract says this. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes,
100%.
my
Man,
God.
Yes,
I
it
spend
does.
the most of
Yes.
my time talking to my clients about contracts because they're always like, well, what step are we on negotiating? We ratified a few deals that had void only home inspections, right? And so I was like, okay, we're gonna make a little money, negotiate on the walk in the door, and we made a little money. And we did a home inspection. We made a little money back. We did a home inspection, and there were some things that were wrong, and we were like, look, we can fix this, or we can void the contract. Sure enough, they don't want to walk away in a weird market, so they gave us a little bit more money. right? And then so my client's sitting there, their eyes are getting big. They're like, oh my God, everything he said for the last month and a half is coming true. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, I'm thinking referral, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, right? And so then I'm like, well, look, the wood destroying insect inspection is coming, and by the contract, if there's anything wrong, they got to fix that. Right. And so now we're in that, and they're seeing these things come to pass. All of this is simply from reading and knowing your contract. It's not about any superpower, right? It's not anything different than what y'all are doing, but reading that contract and just explaining it to your client. I'm praying, and I think that they're going to say, hey, look, I got a friend that needs help, and I got a friend that needs help, and I got a friend that needs help. And that's kind of how I've been getting a lot of my referrals. I think about 80% of my business this year has been referral business.
Wow.
You know, and watching them from 200,000 to 400,000, you know, trying to get into 500, you know, I'm hopeful like Rod, in a few years, those guys are at 800, 900, you know, but a lot of it is what you're doing with them today. You know what I'm saying? How you're explaining your contract today, your attitude today, right? All of that stuff, right? When they say, hey, I want to see 10 homes and they don't want to put an offering on any of them, what's your attitude look like? Are you like, you know, it's about maintaining that composure and that, you know, decorum and that respect, you know, that really goes a long way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I just say something real quick? Can you guys hear?
Yeah, Jimmy, we hear you.
Yes, sir.
We hear you.
I know I'm driving, so it might be a little bit choppy. Okay. So talking about attitudes and character and the way you do things. We've talked about it in this team, right? We're always talking about, this is your practice. This is your business. You're making CEO kind of money. How many times have you seen the CEO of Home Depot or any of these great conglomerates, you know, getting into a tiff with the client in the store? Yeah, they might get caught at Starbucks throwing coffee at someone because they lost their cool, but you don't see in the day of, you know, social media, but you don't see them do, you know, a client called and said something went wrong with something they purchased. They don't go crazy and say, well, you bought it, it's yours, have a nice day. What I said that is this. It's the way we maintain and carry and knowing the kind of money you want to make or that you are making. You're not supposed to be going crazy on things. Yeah. Our job is to resolve issues and problems. And like Tim said, when you get into a contract with someone, one of the things that I do when I send an email out to people, congratulations for negotiating a great deal for your client. Now let's work together for the benefits of our clients,
love that.
our mutual clients. Establish respect from the beginning. State what you will take or not take in a very nice professional way. So there's an expectation that is set. So that when things fall apart, like they will fall apart, it's no longer emotional. You just deal with it in an even keel manner. So that people understand that, you know what, he's firm, she's firm, but they're fair. That's what's important. You're not trying to burn bridges. We've got to understand that the only way you're going to continue to grow your business through referrals and getting things to come to you is, how do you handle even a disappointment when you get to a show, you sucked all their time and now they're encroaching on your time, and you have a 30-minute window. Are you screaming and yelling, stomping your feet and say, don't they know who they're dealing with? Don't they understand that this is a time that I'm supposed to be in there and they're supposed to be out? Because the thing is, yeah, you might look like a hero to your client because you fought for them with a bad attitude, but they're thinking to themselves, if I fall out of line, is this what I'm going to get?
Oh, that's a good point.
And is this what I want to expose my family and friends to? It's important. You've got to always, it doesn't matter when you're trying to resolve an issue and you do it with thumping your chest. The other person on the other side could say to themselves, I love the way he fought. I love the way she fought. But do I want to take that if I'm the one person on the other side? It's important to think of those things. What impressions are you leaving? What is your legacy, even in this business? How do you handle your practice?
That's good.
How do people view you? You get a lot of bees with honey, but you can scatter them with vinegar. It's important.
That's good. That's good, Jimmy. Ooh. All right, guys. Next time we got about 10 more minutes here. The next one is being a giver, and I'm gonna add the next one too with that. Being a giver, bringing high level of value, guys. Being a giver. My business is extremely blessed, guys. We're extremely blessed financially in so many ways, health-wise, everything's blessed because we're givers. I think my wife and I, we live right there in giving. You got to become a giver, guys. You got to, there's a law of reciprocity out there. There's laws of giving, seed time and harvest. You've all heard of us talk about it. Seed time and harvest. I reap where I haven't even sown. Because of seed time and harvest, I get so much business referrals and repeat business back, unexpected calls, almost 4 million in sales in a month from past clients that I didn't even know that they were going to sell, but they called me. They could have called anyone because I'm a sower. I'm a giver. Anybody on that, guys? Yeah, can I get one amen? Anybody else?
Amen.
You a
Amen.
giver?
Now, Rob, when
Absolutely.
you talk about
Yes.
sowing and giving, are you talking about only money or is it time too, right?
Time,
Is it time? Is it
too.
Time,
everything, right?
value.
It's
You guys heard
a lifestyle
a
of
life.
giving,
Yeah.
a lifestyle of giving.
Yeah.
Time look, that's time when you riding with people that ain't bought none. Yep, giving a lot of time.
Right. Time, money.
Yep.
But I am talking about money. I am a tither. I give 10% of everything, and over 10%. I get 10% is my mandatory. That's my tithe. I believe in tithing. I know it's a big thing out there in the whole, but I believe in the tithe, and I give a lot in offering. I give big offering and bless people on the street, bless people everywhere, bless family and all, funerals and everything.
Absolutely.
But also, effort, time. You guys heard my story. I'm a certified luxury. I've done $4 million plus deals, in the this summer. But I was at a $150,000 condo this week. Went to Home Depot buying cleaning supplies because my client has moved down to the Virgin Islands or somewhere. But I wanted to make sure that the house was right for the photo shoot. Cleaning his house on my knees, cleaning the toilet down there in the bottom so this stains won't show up in my pictures. You know what I'm saying? So giving up my time, my effort, driving up, all the way up to District Heights, almost an hour away from where I am, just to take care of him, giving time, effort, guys, and supporting, blessing my clients. Yesterday, now I did something new for the first time, guys. This is I don't know. I maybe should stop the recording on this one. But
don't stop.
Guys, I gave my client that young lady who bought her 5th house from me. I gave her a plane ticket. I bought a plane ticket for her.
Hallelujah.
What I'm talking about.
You can go to delta.com and get gift cards. I got her a plane ticket. I gave her, I'm not even gonna say the amount, but she can fly anywhere she wants.
That's real. That's real, man.
So when you get to that level of giving, guys,
that is awesome.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Blessing. That's why so much business comes to me, because I'm a giver, guy. Like Jimmy said, I'm a lifestyle of giving.
Yes.
And sowing into the kingdom of God first and foremost, because that's what exponential blessing is on that. But I also bless people around life. Giving, you go out to eat, y'all still trying to calculate 15%, 20%. But how about giving 90%? How about giving 100%?
Yes.
Commission. Tip. See,
Yes.
I hope this is stretching somebody's mindset, changing your mindset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is. Good morning. It's Jasmine. I want to chime in.
Hey, Jasmine. How you doing?
Hey, Jasmine.
Good.
Yes.
And I'm going to say that principle also works in the opposite. So I think everybody knows I like doing exciting stuff for my clients and giving different things for them. But what I will say is the minute that I stop, my business stops. So if you're not giving, your business is not growing.
Ooh.
And it is, it shows.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
Wow. Wow. That's powerful.
Yeah.
You got to be giving, guys. You just constantly sowing. I'm like a farmer. I'm sowing. I'm constantly sowing out there. Brother Jesse, I know you can say something about that, but I know you. I'm constantly sowing.
Yeah.
I'm putting some seed in the ground, guys. I look for opportunities to sow and to give, but I also help people. Go ahead, Jay. I saw y'all mute.
Hey, man, again, as I am new to this, I am not a rookie in that I was on the other side of all of the time being taken, working with realtors and life happening. And I work with one realtor in particular who, for 4 years, took me any and everywhere that I needed to and wanted to go to look at property and houses, man, and stayed consistent, never got frustrated, never got aggravated. And so one of the things, man, that I realized about sowing, no matter where it's from, sowing in time, sowing seed, sowing money, sowing necessity, is that I learned that in Africa has 2 seasons. It has a wet season and a dry season. And over in Africa, what I discovered was that seeds can lay on the ground for 30 years. And all of a sudden, it can take one good rain to cause those seeds in the soil to merge and match for them to even be able to germinate, to be able to sow. Sometimes I'm just realizing, man, that this stuff, as it comes full circle, that the seeing and the sowing and the reciprocity, man, it looks like time is passing, but all we need is one good rain and one downpour. It's that one opportunity that causes seed to meet soil, and then germination and productivity and produce happens. So thank you for these nuggets, man. I certainly appreciate it.
Powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
that's good.
Keep
That
sowing,
was
guys.
powerful.
You may not see it now. It may not show up tomorrow, guys. Just keep
That's
sowing.
a word.
Keep blessing somebody. Keep giving. Keep helping
Right.
somebody.
And
Rod,
laying
I like that.
around for 30 years.
Woo.
Oh my God.
And-
What powerful rain.
And like Pam, like I'm just gonna call out. I know it's a whole lot of others, but Pam and Linda, you guys are. I see your business, and I know how much you guys give back. Your mentees and people you sponsor, they always sing in y'all praises, and I can see the fruits of your labor. You guys are always givers. You're givers. You're always
I
so.
love it.
And Linda, oh my gosh, Linda, Pam, y'all, same thing, Joy down there, how you blessed so many people over the years and how you've been so blessed. Even Mike and Tara, you guys don't see Mike and Tara on here, but we all are under Mike and Tara because they've been giving and so I know them. We've been in church together for over 20 years. I know their character, they're givers. And now, the harvest is coming. Wow. But
It's awesome.
But guys, bring high level value to your clients. Know your craft, study your craft, bring a high level of value. What's that value that you bring? What's your value proposition? But we'll talk about value proposition on another call, but know your value proposition, guys. Sit down, have some quiet time with yourself and say, what is it that I bring to the table? What's different about me? Why should a client do business with me? Think about what is your value proposition that you bring to the table. Next one, guys, grace and patience. Oh, we almost got 2 minutes, guys. Grace and patience, guys. You got to have some grace. You got to give your client some grace. You got to give that other agent on the other side some grace. I know we've been talking about that. Being patient, guys. Don't fire everybody. Again, it may be a test for you. God may be trying to work on your patience and your long suffering, your understanding, and just being able to give people a little bit more grace when they fall short. You know what I'm saying? Is anybody with me on that? Work on that.
Sure.
Give people grace. Give that other agent grace. They may be new to the business. It's a lot of agents out there. They've learned the art of fake it till you make it. They don't know nothing out there. Sometimes you have to educate on the other side. I take it as educating them. Let me educate you about the contract. Let me help you. But grace and mercy, patience out there, guys, and providing excellent service. Excellent service, guys. That's why I get a lot of referrals. Excellent. And it's not like I don't make mistakes. Like Tim, I forget stuff too, but I fess up to it or I make it right. Okay, I missed it, but this is what I did to correct it. This is what I'm going to go. I'm going to let them know that I'm going all out to fix that thing. I dropped the ball. But this is how I'm going to fix it. This is how I'm going to make it right. I'm going to give you a credit. Yep, I messed up. I'm going to give you a credit. I'm going to pay for that washer and dryer. Yep, I didn't put it on the contract. I didn't write it in. Yep. So I'm going to have to get you off a washer and dryer. So how many, anybody else has bought washer and dryers over the years?
Oh yeah.
That's me.
Water heaters,
Maytag, Kenmore.
washing, drying,
I
water
bought a
heaters.
stove. Well, I didn't put it in the contract. I had to buy a stove.
Yep. Yeah. So I want them to walk away happy. I want, like Aubrey said, man, referrals. You think my client gonna tell somebody that her agent bought her airline ticket?
Oh yeah. all the way to her destination.
They ain't never been heard of before, you know. I don't know if it's legal or not, guys. So but
It's a housewarming gift. It's a housewarming gift, you know. That's amazing.
Housewarming gift, absolutely.
Like I shared on the call earlier this year. I had a client and we got the house, and by the time we closed on it, the grass was a little high. So the guy said, I like to cut my own grass. He didn't have a lawnmower from where he was coming because he was renting. So I bought him a lawnmower. So he cut his grass. He was so excited. He was like, man, I can't wait to cut my grass. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Normally I'll give him some other kind of gift, but I listen to what my clients are saying as we're, you know, we're going through the transaction. You know, we becoming family, and I'm listening to what the wife's like, what's the husband like, things like that. And I bless them in that area. Everybody don't want a cutting board with my name on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what they need. I always give my clients, all my buyers, a home warranty. I know home warranties, they're normally about $600, the one that I get.
Yeah.
But that's not just, and I still get them a gift, but I let them know, because guess what? I want them, like I had a client not too couple of weeks ago. She had a couple of things that the townhouse was pretty new, but she had a couple of things that go out. But the home warranty company sends me the reports of what they fixed. And it's probably over $1,000 worth of things that they corrected in that house because she had the home warranty. All she paid was for the deductible. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So things like that. I want to make sure that I give something that continues to give to my client. You know, it's not about my little $500-600 that I can keep in my pocket. No, that's going to give me referrals later on. So I'm not worried about that.
And it's not really about a dollar amount, guys. I'm telling you, it's those little things. I got a lawn care guy on speed dial. My lawn care guy, Mr. Harold. Yesterday I was out. One of my clients were renovating the house, trying to get it on the market. So I trying to get a photo shoot by Saturday, but somebody needs to come and take care of this yard. Somebody needs to come and mulch. I call up my guy. And same thing, I got veterans, I got people relocating here. They don't have a lawnmower yet, like Tim said, but I call up my lawn guy and I just cash app him. Let me know how much it costs. I'll cash app you. I don't want to, I tell my client, I took care of it. Don't worry about it. I took care of it. Guys, I'm sowing seeds. I'm sowing seeds of that care, that concern. You got to have that care, concern about your clients. You got to treat them like family. I'm the family realtor.
Exactly.
I'm the family realtor.
Yep. That's what I do. And I say that too. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm not just going to serve you, but I'm available to serve your family. All those things that you do are building trust. You know, you have to stay in contact. I got a family right now. I've done 2 transactions with the sister. I'm gonna help the brother and his fiance find a house. I'm gonna sell the home that they inherited from their parents. And I call the family meeting because I'm family.
Family meeting.
I tell them, look here, we need to have family meeting. Come on, let's check the status. What you got going on in probate? What do we need to do? What can I help you with? You know, use my services and my connections. You know, when you say that you're gonna do that, you really gotta do it.
Yeah.
It can't be words. Once you lose your credibility, you know, all is lost.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, can I just say this?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
It's not about the numbers, because I know, like, when it gets tight, it becomes a lot more difficult to be a giver. You think about your budget and you think about your needs, and you know, I'm, you know, for those of us that can't, not at Rod's level, that they can give a plane ticket, you know, yesterday I was in Buckhead, which is a pretty high-end area, and there was some young men selling water on the side of the street, and I just gave them $5, you know, out of my phone. You know, it doesn't have to be something big or ostentatious. It's something that's authentic and from the heart. And so we just got to be consistent with it. I haven't always, I'm not coming from a place of where I've always done it and consistent with it, but even just doing it really allows God to bless you in ways that you may not be aware of. It could be business, it could be favor, it could be any of those places, which we want to be consistent in it.
That's awesome, Natasha.
Yes.
I saw Mr. Johns come off mute. Darnell, did you have something, sir?
I just want to say happy birthday to Natasha. Her birthday was a couple of days ago, and I just want to wish her a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Birthday,
Man,
Natasha.
even that, guys, looking for those birthdays. I'm glad you said that, Ms. John. Those birthdays, sending them. I know Natasha sends video messages to people and just loving on your clients, guys, loving on them. It don't even have to cost anything. It doesn't have to cost anything, but those little bitty things like that. Wow.
Can I just say something on that?
Yes, ma'am.
And what you do with your clients, you know, one of my clients had moved to Uruguay. And so he left the house, and so he left me to take care of it. And so when you have your clients that entrust you to do something like that, it's very important to them. And then the neighbors see how you take care of their home while they're away.
Yeah.
So I always try to treat my clients like family. And when they leave their house, I'll get someone to cut the grass, go there, check to make sure all the lights are off after the agents leave and they left them on, so not paying a high utility bill. So you really have to show that genuine, you know, interest, care, and concern. And people are watching. You never know who's watching, how you're handling that home, and to get business from them as well.
That's good, Linda. Wow. Guys, I would say as an assignment today, find somebody that you can bless in whatever way. Like I said, it doesn't have to cost money, but it may, you know, you may bless somebody financially. Find somebody that you can bless today. Find somebody. When I'm out and about, I'm at the gas pump, guys. I know gas prices were high. They're finally coming down, but they're still up there, guys. Look for somebody that you can pay for their gas. I'm always looking for opportunities to bless somebody. I get excited when I see that person asking for money because, man, this is an opportunity for me to sow some seed.
Hey, Rod, I'm gonna meet you at the Wawa when we get off this call. At premium.
I know that Maserati. That Maserati.
Some premium gas.
Hey, Rod.
Yes,
I still need some plane tickets to EXPCon as well.
Okay.
Me too.
I love it.
You gonna wait on the Lord. Wait
on the Lord. No, you didn't.
Wait on.
Hey, Rod, I have an idea. Incentivize it. The next 3 people that close 3 deals, you get them their plane ticket to EXPCon.
I got one today and one on Monday.
Let me go and pray about it. I gotta hear.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that. Because I know there's some people on there that probably have 6 closings.
I know, right there, all under contract.
6 closings end of this month. You don't want to do that.
Right. Oh man! Again, guys, welcome to all of our guests on. I don't think we welcomed our guests early, but thank you all for being with us. Any guest on for the first time, we welcome you. We're here every Friday, guys. So every Friday, 8 a.m. we're here, and we're having amazing conversations like this. That's gonna, elevate everybody, go to that next level. All right, y'all have a blessed one, guys. Let's go out there and make it happen. Make sure y'all go to church on Sunday.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
guys so much. Have a great weekend.
All
All right, y'all.
All right, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.